Hey y'all, it's Professor 357 here, and today we'll be talking about the Glock 26. Specifically, we'll be talking about the Glock 26 as a platform, my experience in carrying it daily, and its versatility in being a personal protection weapon. Let's get started. So before we begin, let's go ahead and familiarize ourselves with the different things that are on our table for today. So in front of us is the Glock 26. Now I'm going to clear it. So what that means is I'm going to point it in a safe direction. I'm going to see if there's anything in the barrel or in the chamber. There's nothing in here. Just to confirm, there's again nothing in here. If you do see me put anything in here, I will be using snap caps. So what that means that these are practice caps that are used for dry firing, that are used for loading and unloading and just practicing manipulating the weapon. So you'll see this in here, and that means that it is safely usable to shoot, to fire, and to manipulate with. All right, so let's take a look at what we have in front of us. So again, we have the Glock 26. Now this is equipped with the Streamlight TLR6. What this means is that I have access to a light and laser. I'll put on the light real quick. I'll put on the laser and then the light and laser combo. What I also have in front of me is the Tulsa holster. This is just a really quick, affordable holster that I was able to buy. This was my second daily carry gun, and this is actually the Glock 27, believe it or not, was my first daily carry gun. And this holster works for both the Glock 26 and Glock 27 because essentially they are identical except for the bullet that's being chambered in the gun. The Glock 26 is a 9mm. The Glock 27 is a 40. But nonetheless, this is a Kydex holster. It's worked really well for me. If I could just put it in here, it's a flush fit. It covers the trigger. It covers the trigger really well. I can't get in there, but it also allows me to be able to change my magazine if I needed to, and has a pretty good retention. It does have adjustable retention right here, and also has adjustable cant, so that you can unscrew this and adjust the cant. And so this is what I have right now. And this is my daily carry setup for my Glock 26. Now in front of us, we also have a Tulsa ammo carrier. And what this carries is my Glock 26 mags, a Glock 19 mag, and then another Glock 26 mag. So let's talk a little bit more about the model in front of you. This is the Glock 26. It's the Generation 4. The Generation 4, Generation 5 come with what's called back straps. And what that means is that sometimes for people with bigger hands, and when you're manipulating and shooting a smaller gun, this back end here will be far thinner. So right now I have this back strap, the biggest back strap on. If I were to take this off, you'll see it's a much thinner, I guess you'd say, frame. And what that means is that sometimes with people who have bigger hands and a little bit more skin on their hands, when they're shooting, they may experience the slide come back and bite their skin as it's resetting. And what that could cause is abrasions, like cuts, just discomfort in general. And so what I did, because I usually use this gun to introduce new shooters to, especially new shooters to concealed carry, is that I put this back strap so that and for the record, I don't have the biggest hands, but I also don't have the smallest hands. The Glock 26 is about the same size as my hand. And so I went ahead and put this back strap on to prevent any kind of slide bite. And as you can see here, right, I can shoot, I can fire, and as the slide is coming back, it's not gonna bite anything. So let me take this out. So when you buy your Glock 26, especially if it's a Generation 4 or Generation 5, what it will come with are these 3 standard magazines. These standard magazines come with 10, they hold 10 and then plus 1 in the chamber. And what's really cool about these magazines is that they're just flat and flush, so that when you're carrying your Glock 26, you are carrying it very concealable. It fits really well, especially for appendix carry, and you just cannot see it sticking out. You're not printing much because it's just so flat and flush. Now, some people have experienced discomfort when shooting this gun because it doesn't have a full grip, as you say. Your pinky's kind of left here hanging out. And for the most part, it's not an issue for most people. I mean, when I shoot this gun without my pierce extension grip, I'm just as accurate with it. Now, sometimes when drawing fast, I do have some trouble kind of having, I guess you'd say, confidence pulling the gun and having a good grip. So I went ahead and bought the Pierce Grip extension. They're like 10 bucks. And now I get a full grip. And as I'm pulling my gun out of the holster, now I'm no longer wondering like where my pinky, you know, is gonna get that leverage. Now I can get that full leverage and pull it right out and be able to fire and just quickly draw, quickly fire. Now, last but not least, what's incredible about this platform is that the Glock 26 has been around since 1994. So that means it's had over 27 years of just trials and use from people all over the world, from law enforcement officers to security personnel. So this gun is really is like tried and tested. Now, overall, it has a length of about 6.42 inches, so it's about the size of a dollar bill. And in terms of the barrel has a 3.43 inch barrel, so it's a very short barrel, but it's small enough to conceal, but it's also long enough to get that, to maximize, or I guess you say to get enough power out of the bullet, especially out of a 9mm, so it can neutralize your target. Now, personally, I appendix carry. With my body type and daily apparel, I've just found that this position is easiest to conceal, draw, and move around actively. While I am 6'1", 200 pounds, and of a slimmer body type, I have these things Mexicans call lonjas. And I'm also 6'1", 200 pounds, of a slimmer body type, and so I typically wear tighter clothing, right? I'm wearing that slim shirts, or slim kind of tight-fitting pants, just because it's stylish. And so as I'm carrying, like, I don't really ever have to worry about like, oh, am I printing? Oh, you know, I can't look stylish today because I got to carry this gun. No, like the Glock 26, you can put it to any wardrobe. Like no matter what your body type is and who you are, the Glock 26 is just so perfectly fit for you. Now, in terms of my experience carrying it daily, it has been such an easy gun to carry. Now, for the record, I have carried a 1911 full commander size. I have carried a Ruger SP101. I've also carried a Glock 19, and I've also carried a Glock 26. And so of all those 4 guns, the Glock 26 is by far the easiest, most versatile, most concealable gun that there is, at least within my my 4-gun range. Now, to be honest, I appendix carry, and primarily because I just found it's the easiest way to conceal. I'm Mexican. I eat a lot of tortillas. I probably eat some sort of breakfast taco daily, and within a span of a week, I'll eat a couple tacos just for lunch, for dinner. And so I have these things called lonjas, and what that means is that the way my body's set up, just from tortillas go straight to the waist, and honestly, it doesn't make for the most comfortable concealed carry for inner waistband. However, when I appendix carry, because I have a little bit more of a flatter stomach, and like I said, the weight goes more towards my waist than my actual stomach, and I'm able to easily conceal carry no matter what I'm wearing. Now, I'm not your typical tactical guy, right? I don't got the super dark or red colored sunglasses. I don't wear full-on dry fit long sleeve shirts or those tactical boots with cargo pants. Like I'm a pretty casual guy. I'm an educator. I'm a young professional, and so the way I carry is just I wear shorts. I wear a really good belt. I have my Glock 26 on me, my Kydex holster. I might have an ammo carrier on me, depending on just if I feel like carrying more capacity for that day. And quite honestly, like it's so easy to carry. Now let's talk about its versatility. This is a standard Glock 26 magazine. What that means is that this comes straight from the factory like this. So it's very flush, it's flat, it's meant to be able to conceal easily. This magazine in specific holds 10 bullets plus 1, right? Plus 1 in the chamber. And so this is what comes straight from the factory. Now, for some of us who prefer so this is the 10 rounder. For some of us who kind of feel like this pinky's being left out, you can buy the Pierce grip extension. And what that means is that the Pierce grip extension allows you to just have just a little bit more space, maybe like half an inch, so you can put your pinky in there, so you can get a full grip and it doesn't feel like your pinky's being left out. Now, to be honest, the accuracy in shooting the Glock 26 with this and with the Pierce extension is just about the same. I mean, almost identical. The only difference you feel is in that grip feel. It makes you feel a little bit more comfortable, just feeling like you have a full-on grip on the gun. And then last but not least, we have our X grip. And what this X grip means is this is a Glock 19 mag, so it holds 15 plus 1. And what you can do is you can buy this X grip, which is really just a grip that slides right on and off. And without the X grip, the gun would look like this. So I'll take this all out. And it would look kind of just a little funny, right? I mean, it's still very much operable. Get that extended capacity. Everything is fine. However, when you put the X grip on, you can buy this from the Glock store, I believe. Now, your X grip has now turned in your Glock 19 magazine into a Glock 19 grip. So you get a full-on grip in comparison to maybe something like this or something like this. You get that extra groove here and that extra capacity. So it's almost like you're carrying a Glock 19 because the magazine has the Glock 19 capacity. However, it's still in a Glock 26 barrel, right? With a 3.43 inch barrel and a 6.42 inch length, which makes this very concealable, but also very capable. And then last but not least, we have our fun stick. And what that means is that the same stick that I can use here, which is 30+1. And for whatever funny reason, right? I don't think I would carry this around, but if I wanted something on my nightstand, and I was scared that there might be multiple attackers coming in, then I know that I could just switch on out. I could switch this magazine out, which has 15, and put in this baby that has 30, and just go to town. Now, what's also really cool is that these same magazines, the 30 rounder, the 15 rounder, the 10 rounder, the 10 rounder with the Pierce grip, are all compatible with the AR9 that you see in front of you. Now, I may say AR9. AR just means like the style, the platform. However, the specific model of this weapon in front of you is the Freedom Ordnance FX9. So it is technically a pistol. This is a brace, not a stock. And what I can do is I can put this right in to that magazine well. And I can just use the same magazines that I would use in my Glock 26 and use them in my AR9 or FX9. Which means that whether I'm carrying this, whether I'm carrying this, the same magazines that I'd already be carrying would fit in either one of them, making it extremely versatile and just effective, and extending my range, extending my accuracy with the FX9, but also extending my concealed carry capability and capacity as well. In addition to its versatility in regards to being able to carry the Glock 26 with whatever I want to wear or whatever I want for the day, it's also just a really good gun for all things. And what I mean by that is that it's just a really good self-defense gun, right? Like, I'm able to conceal carry, but I'm able to walk around knowing that I'm protected. However, it's also a really good house gun. If I'm at home and I hear someone at night, because of its aftermarket capability, its aftermarket accessory versatility, I have a Streamlight TLR6, which means that, like, if it's really dark out and I can't see anything, I'm waking up, I'm groggy, all I can do is turn on this light, and now I can illuminate the entire room and see, like, what is the threat, what is going on, and whether or not I need to neutralize it. And again, the other added versatility aspect to the Glock 26, and this really goes for an AR9 platform in general, is that, say for whatever instance, right, there are multiple attackers, multiple targets coming into my house, or if I'm out camping and I'm just out in the middle of nowhere and there's, for whatever reason, whether an animal, whether a man is just trying to do harm to me and I need more than my Glock 26, there is some solace in knowing that the same kind of X grip, right, whether this is the Glock 19 mag, the Glock 26 standard mag, or the Pierce grip, I can just unload this gun, bring out my AR9, and put the exact same magazine from the Glock 26 into my AR9 so that I have an added range, added capacity, improved accuracy, and potentially a little bit more feet per second, right, because of the longer barrel. And so now I know that I'm ready to go, I'm locked and loaded, and whatever needs to be done will have to get done. So knowing that I have a Glock 26 on my body that's exactly compatible with an AR9 that'll be in my backpack or in my car gives me a lot of solace. And knowing that for whatever the situation is, I'm more than prepared to defend myself and to defend the people that I love. All right, so I told you I would talk a little bit about the Glock 27, and so I will. Now, believe it or not, the Glock 27 was actually my first firearm. It was my first gun. It was my first gun that I daily carried. It was the gun that I used to pass the range proficiency test. Like, that was the gun that I carried all the time. At some point, I started realizing that, and it was probably after I shot a Glock 26 or a Glock 19, that I just really wasn't enjoying the shooting experience as much as I thought I would. Now, the Glock 27, it shoots 40 cal, so it has a little bit more of a punch. And I did take solace in knowing that like that round was a man stopper. Like if I had to do anything, all I had to do was pull the trigger, and that 40 cal was going to do enough damage, was going to have that stopping power, so to speak, to knock out and neutralize an opponent. In retrospect, after learning a little bit more about 9mm, about 40, about 45, 357, and learning, kind of dispelling the stopping power myth, so to speak, I realized that I'd probably be better off, number one, shooting a 9mm that I would just enjoy more, that was compatible with my AR9, and something that could be used for both myself and someone else, to easily use in the event that I was incapacitated. The Glock 27 didn't really match any of those criteria. The Glock 27 it's a fantastic gun. The 40 cal is a powerful round, but for new users, for beginners, it was very snappy. You had to get used to it. It wasn't compatible with my AR9, obviously, because my AR shot 9mm. And I just wasn't really enjoying the shooting experience as much because I found myself anticipating the recoil. For the record, I shoot a 1911 in N45, and I'm not really recoil sensitive. I love shooting 357, 44 mag, right? Those bigger rounds, those more powerful rounds. But in the Glock 27, that 40 cal you really did feel that punch. And while I could take it, right, and I could absorb that recoil, I just wasn't enjoying the gun as much. So if you like today's content, drop a like, hit the subscribe button, and share your experiences with the Glock 26 in the comment section. I love interacting with you all. I love hearing from you all. And so if you want to share those experiences, let them know. I remember when I was a first-time gun owner, when I was a first-time concealed carrier, I always read the comment sections because I always found the comment sections really valuable in hearing about people's experiences through the written word. So if you like today's content, follow us on Instagram at professor.357. I'll be posting a lot of pictures, a lot of videos, quick snapshot like reviews on what I'm working on. And for the record, like I am an educator by trade. This is what I do for a living. I teach. And so I just want to bring the best content to you all. And I really appreciate y'all's support. I really appreciate your participation in the comment sections, with liking our videos and just following us on Instagram. That being said, make sure you stay safe, make sure you stay comfortable, continue practicing, continue caring. And thanks for watching Professor 357.